This podcast is not rated. Listener discretion advised.
Mission 250.
Welcome to the Mission 250 Filmcast, where we are watching the best movies ever made according to IMDb. You can go to our website, mission250filmcast.com, where our list is frozen and you can see what movies are coming up next. I am one of your hosts, Denny, and joining me are
John
and TC.
And this week, we're here watching number 128. We're going to skip the intro. From here on out, guys, how do you feel about that? No more explaining what we do. We're just going to fucking do it.
What?
Thank God. It's about
Yeah.
time. We're only 2 years in.
God,
Fuck, man. What do we do on the podcast?
You
I don't
guys
know.
never
Maybe
complain
we'll
about
watch a list.
anything, so you just let me do stupid shit for too long.
Yeah, right. For too long. Well, we don't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, thank you.
Very,
I am a
very
little touchy.
fragile.
Yes, I am.
A little fragile.
We
Denny.
worry about you.
Yeah, we
I
worry.
appreciate
Why
that.
we do this.
We call each other right after Denny, and we always talk like, "Hey, we're really worried about his fragility."
Like, I don't really want to do this, but if I quit, he's
yeah.
going to shoot himself in the head.
He's gonna,
so-
he's gonna,
We
yeah,
don't
or
know
maybe
what
just
he'll
come
do.
find
Yeah.
me and shoot me.
I'm like the emo
yeah.
boyfriend from high school is what I'm like.
That's right.
It's just not fair.
This week we are watching number 128. We're 3 away from halfway, guys. This is pretty crazy.
Oh, we need to have some kind of a celebration for halfway.
We
We'll
do.
have to figure
The
out
two,
something.
125 is Pan's Labyrinth. So that,
Oh,
you know.
nice.
Ah.
Well, that's already a celebration.
Yeah. But anyway, this week we're watching the 1952 movie Ikiru, directed by Akira Kurosawa. The synopsis is: a bureaucrat tries to find a meaning in his life after he discovers he has terminal cancer. And this week, it's John's turn to
Johnny.
review it first.
Nice.
What did you think, John? 2 weeks in a row, Kurosawa. How did this stack
Yeah.
up to the
This is
previous
very
week?
different. Last week we had this huge, epic, however many horses you can fit on a hill. And
better title to that movie?
That's right.
Absolutely.
This week we have something that was a lot more like Tokyo Story, which was more. It was a lot more dramatic than Tokyo Story.
Crossing
but there were
that
still some
comparison
parts.
off my list. Thanks for that, John.
Yeah, because
Jesus
that's
Christ.
exactly what I had
Yeah.
too. It's about the only thing I have. So
I
yeah,
gotta go
that's
first.
Didn't
I
we
gotta
already
go
see
first.
this? Didn't we
That's
already
right.
see this?
Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to be. I would have thought this one was derivative if Tokyo Story came before it, but it turns out that Tokyo Story came the year after this.
Oh, wow. So neither were derivative, probably, right? Because they were probably
Probably not.
making Tokyo Story at the same time.
Similar
Yeah.
concept though.
Yeah.
And structure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. And this is what I thought were the best parts of the films were very much the same, not the same, but the very same kind of things. Where like what I took away from Tokyo Story that I liked a lot, which was it was awful in that how the kids did it, but how they would just rationalize things. Like that was what I really struck me about Tokyo Story. They'd be like, oh, they had a good time while they were out. They just sort of reconstruct what actually happened and who they were based on what they wanted things to be. And the scene in Ikiru with the diplomats in there talking after his death, I think that had the very same feeling with the
family
deputy mayor.
Oh,
And the way they were all talking about how how the main character Watanabe, how he had nothing, he had little if not nothing to do with the park, and how they sort of then figured out how to complement themselves. And then when the women came in and cried in front of them, it just was so well constructed that you just really felt their embarrassment.
So well
Even though
acted.
that too, I thought. So that said, I did really like this film. The one thing that was difficult though, was if at any point in the film, during those close-ups on Watanabe's face, if his eyes exploded or his head exploded, I would not have been surprised or shocked. I'd been like, yeah. I was just wondering when that was going to happen because, man, I don't know.
Just straight out of Scanners. This movie is the prequel to Scanners.
Yeah. I mean, he just was suffering. Like his eyes were constantly bulging, and he just looked. This is if they do the remake, Leo's going to be all over this role. He's going to be like that. Yeah, that was getting gnawed.
I don't know.
in
I
the
saw a
back
little
by
buffalo
bear.
in this. I think a buffalo could do this.
You think a buffalo could do
Yeah.
that?
Buffalo could do this.
Yeah.
Well, whoever is going to do it is going for that suffering Oscar, that they're going to be able to get because they get to spend the entire movie in some kind of terrible, torturous pain with lots of close-ups. And that was uncomfortable to watch after a while. I just sort of, I wasn't necessarily enjoying it. So that sort of was like getting to me. It's like, yeah, man, all right, I feel really bad for this guy, but I'd like his head just to explode to relieve some of the pressure here.
Jesus, you wanted to kill him? Fuck, John.
No, just let some air out. Maybe just let some air out.
Yeah, just let some pressure off.
Just grab his ear, it'll be like a balloon.
Wow.
Just stab him in the neck.
No. You just pull on his earlobe really hard or something. That'll let some of the, it'll let some of the air out.
God damn it. The one podcast that don't have a balloon ready to be squeezed out the butt is this one.
No kidding.
Shit.
You've been waiting, huh?
Never give up. Never give up. That's the lesson I just learned. Never stop
There you
doing
go.
the
See?
weird things that you do. Anyway, go ahead, John.
Except the intro. Take care of that. Just
Yes.
get it out.
Yes. So those were the best scenes too. The while they were all eating, that was, I thought, my favorite part of the film, while they were all eating dinner after his death. Because who doesn't love a funeral dinner?
Common. It's a very common thing.
Yeah,
in Japan.
I just liked the scenes. I just liked, and I didn't really. I think I might have even liked it better if they hadn't have done the flashbacks to him. I just liked. I was more impressed by hearing all these people talking of him. I didn't really care to see the scenes of
Right,
him.
where they lay it out for you and then they go back and show you.
Yeah, you don't need it. I don't think, because
beat your
it
head
was,
against the wall one more time.
Yeah.
Should I argue
Right.
against you now, or should we do it during my turn? What do you want to
Why
do?
don't you do it? We can do it during your turn.
Okay.
But so
I say now. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking do it now.
fight now. But so the other part is going to the beginning. See, this is a part where I actually like the end of the film a little more, unlike normal for me. Huh? You got that?
Fuck, that's
He's
surprising,
up.
John.
Yeah, I must have fallen asleep first and then woken up.
I got a little nap.
Actually, I
and
could see that happening since it happened to me.
Oh,
Both ways. Both ways.
Oh yeah,
Both ways.
Nap coming and going.
I had to watch this thing like 4 times. But yeah, because I couldn't get through it once. Anyways, go on.
It's tough. It's tough with the subtitles, and it moves kind of slow.
It really is, because if you're distracted at all, you're screwed.
Yeah, you could
Like
just
if
go to sleep.
if anything happens, if like a roommate comes home and pops his head in, you turn around, you
Oh,
come
yeah,
back,
yeah,
you're
and
like,
then
where are we at
Yeah.
now? I don't even know. I have no idea where we are. Anyways, sorry, go.
And I liked, in some ways, I liked the beginning of the film, but I wonder if there's a little bit of a Blade Runner effect with the narration, because the narration sort of made it seem whimsical almost at first. Here's our protagonist. He does nothing. He'll be dead soon.
Yeah, right.
really? That's what
Was
you got out of
is that Akira?
No.
Oh, I don't know who did
Oh,
the
okay.
actual
It
narration.
was not,
but,
yeah.
but that followed by the scene, which I thought was kind of funny, of the way the women got the runaround. How each department said it was the other department's responsibility. It almost like I was also feeling like the movie was sort of setting itself up to be whimsical or something, and then that's certainly not where it went at all. But after those scenes, it almost just it seemed like there was some comedy in that, but maybe I was reading it wrong. Yeah, I enjoyed the film. I don't I didn't love every part of it, and it made me squirm a bit, which is entirely the point. To see how he was suffering so much, but sometimes I question whether it seemed over the top, like how distressed and suffering was. But he did have stomach cancer, and his whole life was worthless. So there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. TC, it sounds like you're going to go negative, so let's get that out of the way. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I mean, I felt for the guy, but this movie is boring as fuck. I
It was slow-moving.
couldn't handle the close-ups, man.
Yeah.
I'd be like, cut. Just cut. Just cut already. God damn it. Just cut. God damn it. God damn it. Just cut. Why are you talking so long? No one cares about this character. Yeah, I was just getting angry. And I'd fall asleep. And I'd get up and I'd be like, fuck, where was I? Where was I? Fuck, man. I just, I was so angry I fell asleep, And
Angry old man.
Yeah. And I'd like find out where I was. Like, all right, I'll rewind it like 10 minutes. And I'd get through. I'd do like another hour. And then I'd fucking fall asleep. And then it's just like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I'm
I would
surprised.
never.
I'm
I mean,
surprised.
the storyline it got me a little bit, but after I got bored, I was just like, oh my God, I hate this. And it did remind me of the other thing you mentioned, John. So that other movie, whatever it was,
Tokyo
I'm not paying
Story.
attention. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't like this one. That's
Shit.
about all I got.
Well,
Yep.
here I am, guys. Here I am. I'm over
He
here.
likes it.
I'm all by myself.
Yeah.
I fucking
What
love
are
this
you?
movie so much.
Good for you.
It really hit me, and I'll agree. From the
Wow.
first part, like the first 7 minutes, I had to rewind 4 times
Oh, wow.
Jesus. Great
because
movie.
like it would start. Yeah, I know, right? But I mean, I can kind of see where you're coming from, and if I didn't try to watch it like that, I might have like screwed myself. I guess I don't know. But
Right.
like even
You're
like the
saying
first,
I didn't have enough patience.
yeah, the first part of
Yeah.
the movie is like it's intentionally slow and boring because it's trying to convey to you like
That's his
how
life.
boring his life is.
Right,
You know,
right.
and it's kind of like
I
Tokyo
get it.
Story.
You already told me.
Yeah.
Why do we need to see it?
Because you can't feel it if you don't
I'm
feel it.
feeling it. Got it. Heard you. Understand it. Internalize
Move on.
it. He's
Next.
boring.
Yeah.
Got it.
Boring, life boring.
Yeah.
I'm bored. We're bored.
Hey, I'm
Everybody's
bored. He's
Let's
bored. We
move
get
on.
it. His life sucks. Okay, he's old. Okay, he's gonna bend over the whole movie. I got it.
I got none of that.
Ugh.
I didn't find this boring for a second after the first 10 minutes of the movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They were like the close-up parts I loved. Like
Oh, wow.
all the things you guys are talking about, like I loved them. Like his facial expression, especially during in the middle of the movie where he's at the bar where that weird dancing
the
is going
girl?
on. There's like piano
Oh,
music
yeah.
and he sings the song. That nearly brought me to tears when I was watching the movie.
Really?
It really did.
Wow.
And I really felt for his character, just like
I was like,
his-
this sounds awful. He's so slow. He's just should die already. This is terrible.
Just die.
Dude, he's fucking dying. He's dying, dude.
Because that's what people that are dying do.
You would not make a good hospice worker.
Oh my God. Hurry up and go already.
You just throw a loaded gun on their bed on their legs.
look,
Yeah.
look,
Hey,
I'm
easy
sick
way
of
out,
this. You're
pal.
sick of this.
Don't sing another fucking word. Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, it's good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad somebody liked it because, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, compared to last week, like last week was completely empty. This had I got
I
such
really
like an
got-
emotional response out of this movie.
I'm surprised you didn't burst out bawling when he gave like the genuine smile at the one point where she says, "You still care for your son?"
Yep.
And he gives like the first like
Such a
big
good
smile.
dude. I love
He's
this actor
ever-
in this movie. He
Yeah.
was so fucking good.
Me too. Let's just keep this going for 10 minutes. Me too. No, I didn't get it yet. Say it again. Me too.
What was his name?
Wait,
What?
what was his name? I didn't catch it. Me too. Oh,
I can, TC, when you say it like that, I can see how it's over the top. But I was sitting there like, I feel this guy's pain.
you're like,
I feel
oh my
it.
God, he's going away. Mitsu, my
Dude, he's going
oh
to
my
war.
God.
Dude,
No
you're dealing with
shit.
death. You're dealing with your
Yeah,
wife dying. You're
yeah.
dealing with your kids going to war.
Yeah.
Like, this is serious shit. And I think he handled it in a way where it wasn't
Right.
like Hollywood. You know, it wasn't over the top. It didn't focus on.
No, well, in fact, his problem was he
That's
distanced
fair.
himself from all of this
Yeah,
too. He
'cause he
wasn't
was
there.
working. He was too
like,
busy.
Just walked away. You know,
Yeah.
even to where he wasn't there for his son having surgery.
It's just getting the appendix out. It's no big deal.
But dude, if your mom drove you to the hospital and you're like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna get my fucking appendix out," she's like, "I'll
Yeah.
see you later."
Cool. I got stuff to do. I got
Yeah.
some
Well,
shopping.
and let's be honest, like
Uh,
nowadays, you just be like, oh, I'll work in the room, you know?
I thought that was pretty fucked up. And that, I mean,
Yeah.
just like his flashbacks lead you to some of them didn't make direct sense, I guess, but like that scene maybe was like him thinking about when his relationship with his son might have started like getting fucked.
Yeah.
But and,
Well, he's just regretting probably too. I mean, he's regretting these moments where and they were also like, you know, sort of iconic moments in life in terms of his son's triumphs or tragedies or whatever, and how he responded to them. So, but he supposedly, you know, from his perspective, which he said to the girl, which I also thought was well done, is just, you know, he felt like he'd sacrificed his life for his son. That he worked for his son, that he just dropped everything.
and she instantly came back and she was like, "That's just an excuse you tell yourself
Right.
It was
So
the
just
way how
working.
you behaved, pretty
You're
much."
just a
Right.
career
He never
man.
asked you to do that.
Right.
You know?
And it was actually
So-
detrimental, like what he was
Right.
doing to his
Right.
life and his son's life. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like this type of shit kind of scares
You
me
were
too.
emotional, man. That's what it is. You were having an emotional evening. And it fits the
No, it
bill.
wasn't. This movie was
It
good,
hit-
dude.
It fit
I
the
don't know,
fucking
man.
bill,
Something about
dude.
the 1950s Japanese movies that nail you.
Denny's a big fan.
Yeah, Tokyo Story really got you, and so did this one.
You guys are making fun of me for liking this
Oh,
movie
yeah.
that people
I am
consider to be
definitely
one of the
making
best
fun of you.
movies ever made.
I talked to somebody. I was like, they're like, "What's the movie this week?" And I was like, "Ikiru." And they're like, "Are they punishing you?" I don't get it.
Have they
I was
seen
like,
it? Wait a minute.
yeah,
Who are these
yeah,
other
yeah.
people that have seen these movies that don't like them?
Other people that have probably watched film in school.
I had to go to
They
class.
probably had to sit through it in class. Yeah. Check out the close up. It's going to hang for 5 seconds. It's great filmmaking. I don't know. I mean, I'm one of the people that like this kind of reality
I know,
story,
dude,
right?
I'm
Of like
surprised you
like
didn't
an
like
emotional
this.
thing. But it's just such a boring, like, approach.
It wasn't as boring as Tokyo Story. Would you agree with that?
No, Tokyo Story was just as slow moving, but
I was way more invested in the actual characters and then the things. Like, there were more exciting things that happened in this movie. Like, they go to bars and there's a lot of shit. They get drunk. They go to strip clubs.
I think Tokyo Story was even more subtle. I felt like I was constantly getting hit over the head with how much this guy was suffering.
Right.
And it was hard to take. Yep. And
I got it. We got it already. We got it already an hour ago. Why are we still talking about this?
I totally disagree with that because I can't disagree with you because that's how you felt about the movie. But the way the movie came across was that the way it made you feel was that he was suffering, but what he was doing on the screen wasn't outwardly suffering, which is what a lot of these types of movies usually do.
I guess
he
was bent over the whole time.
Suffering constantly.
No, he was trying to do good. Like he was hiding his emotion. And there was one scene towards the end where he had one of the guys saw him. Like this is why all the bureaucrats were able to like blind themselves to it because he hid it so well. Then they flash back to like, oh, there was this one time where I saw him like struggling down the hallway or whatever.
Right, but I didn't see him as hiding it at all. I saw him as an intense,
plain as
awful pain.
Yep.
I didn't see.
I just wanted him to stand up straight. Stand up straight, dude.
I mean, his
life will
eyes
get better.
were just like so glazed. Look, he looked like he was in immense pain.
Yeah, he did.
So did something like Tokyo Story, where everything was subtle, pretty much. It was all very, very subdued. Everything that happened.
I wouldn't say. I would use the word subdued, not subtle, because it wasn't subtle to any point.
Right. No, I know you're right. But it was much more subdued. It was this low key sort of dissatisfaction and stuff. There wasn't any real there are things that happened, but even then they happened off screen, and you didn't really see a whole lot of the intense emotions, and that was part of the power of it. I thought because it was all everybody just being like, my kids are jerks to me. Yeah, so it goes, kind of thing. But this one, I really think that it just made me squirm because and again, arguably that's the point.
Can you describe that in a different way? What do you mean squirm?
Like just watching how much this guy was suffering all the time with a lot of close-ups.
But I mean, what is a squirming John? What is that?
A squirming John is uncomfortable John going, all right, that's enough of the close-up of the guy who is in intense pain.
So is this different than the squirming of a John watching Javier Bardem pick bullets out of his leg?
Yeah, it's different.
That's more like the throw the knees up in the face to try to hide the sight of such a thing. Yeah.
So what one word would you describe that as? What's the difference? I want individual words.
One's kind of grossed out and one's just kind of over it.
Well, one is more grossed out. Yuck! I don't want to watch this. The other is just more feeling that I don't enjoy watching this guy suffer for so long. I understand the point of it. But just watching these close-ups of this man who's very clearly suffering is tough. And after lots and lots of minutes of that, it's uncomfortable. And it just made it rough to watch after a while.
I felt kind of happy for him the entire second half after he got out of his daze. Like he was suffering, sure, but he was also like doing stuff with his life.
No, he was. But you don't see. You see actually very little of that because it's all done in the retrospective part, which you may have liked, right? But you see it in retrospective of what he was doing.
I loved
it. I fucking loved it, dude. I fucking love this movie.
I do not.
Good for you.
I'm very happy that you like this.
Yes, and you guys know me. I'm not one of those assholes that says they like something and doesn't. I shit on things that I think are well respected. I got really into this movie.
I know you don't need to feel bad or defensive.
I don't. I do feel defensive though because I got two of you on that side. I got one on the other side.
I think you do. I think you need to feel like shit, Daddy. All right.
See, John, speak for yourself. TC over here. Fuck you, TC. I'll fight you on this one.
Yeah, you should feel like shit right now. This movie sucks.
Yeah, you guys go ahead. Then. I don't care.
I'm just kidding. I'm glad you liked it, Daddy.
Me too.
Don't have the patience or the attention span for this kind of movie, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't got the stomach for it.
Hopefully.
And he doesn't have the stomach.
I think the other ones are more of a combination of Ron and this one. Like more of a character study with more of an emotional arc, plus more of a samurai epic.
Plus lots of action.
Maybe a tighter edit. Who knows?
One can hope. I don't think so,
One
TC.
can hope.
I don't think so.
I think maybe that's the biggest thing I hate about it is the pacing. It's just too long and too much for no reason. I didn't really get anything else out of his pain once I knew what the pain was. And then it's like this, it's like beating a dog, or beating a dead horse. I don't know.
There is an edited version of this film, isn't there?
Wait, an edited version?
A tighter edit?
Was the edited version the hour? This was an hour and 45?
No, this was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
So that's the shorter one.
Yeah, which one did you watch?
Well, I think I watched the hour and 45-minute one, maybe.
Really?
Let's see.
Where'd you watch it
I
from?
don't think. Well, I got it just through Netflix.
Oh yeah,
so-
that's Criterion Collection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
$220.
that was $220. Okay.
I just
That was
watched.
about right.
Yeah, I rented it on Google because I didn't check Netflix first, of course.
I would assume that it was $220 as well.
Oh yeah, I would think so. I definitely think it was about $220.
I don't know, you guys. I'm just gonna keep. I'm
Going
going
on
against
6 hours.
the flow here, but the way the plot was set up, where halfway through the movie it switches. Like the movie could have ended halfway through, and TCU you would agree with this. It could have
Yes,
ended.
I would.
Yeah, but the way it keeps going like the first half of the movie is like, you know, he's gonna die from the first 5 seconds of the movie. They tell
Right.
you immediately. So like,
Oh, yeah.
there's no spoilers.
There's
It's like
no
that's not the
spoil-
point.
yeah.
The suspense of
Right.
it is not a part of the movie. It's about. There's what I got out of the movie, and then I'm going to talk about what the commentary talked about, which is pretty awesome too, and made me
well, good.
appreciate it more. But I'll tell you about it and bore you to death with this. TC,
Well,
get
as
a
long as
pillow.
we can go on and on and on like this movie, we're
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy that you like it, but I feel like I'm getting beat over the head with how you like it now, and I don't. So, but I actually did like it. I just didn't like it as much as you did. I'm sorry.
I'm just
Right,
gonna,
right. I'm the
you're
one
making
that
me feel
hated it,
bad
Denny.
about being passionate about it. I'm just going to keep being passionate about it.
You can be passionate without
aggressive
trying to
towards
put
both
us
of you.
down, man. Exactly. Right. See, that's what you're doing. That second part.
It's yeah. I don't know. Want me to just focus this energy on TC, John? Is that what you
Yeah,
want?
yeah. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
That'll be
Is this-
funny.
you've
Come
been-
on,
you've
it's
been
great.
drinking. You got that fighting
Yeah,
spirit.
this is
Come
No,
on,
good.
not
yeah.
nearly
good.
enough. I didn't thought you guys were going to like this. I thought this was going to be a love fest. And now I'm just
What?
like
Oh,
sitting
now
here
you're
all
pissed.
alone. No, it's making the
Oh,
movie
you
resonate
shattered
more.
your
'cause
hopes.
I got to figure out
he's
a
all
better way to
alone.
watch these
Oh,
old
now you're
movies
digging
too.
in your heels then. Okay.
I got to
good.
figure
So-
out a better way to watch these old movies. I need to like set aside a time, rent a theater, do something where I'm like,
Ooh.
where it's like a thing. You
Make it
know what I
really
mean?
expensive.
Like,
Put a
yourself.
lock
yeah.
on the door.
Yeah. Like, no, not even. No, I'll just fall asleep. I need to be like in a place, watching it in a chair, upright, no booze, no nothing. Because this shit's just killing me.
Just put
But
the
go
phone
ahead, Denny.
next to something in
Yeah,
the other room.
we're in for some better times as far as the films we got coming up next.
Oh
too.
yeah,
So
we got
that's
my,
fun right now.
my neighbor Totoro next week. So
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one's that?
it's
That's
a
Studio
Studio
Ghibli.
Ghibli.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I could
It's
get
got
with
a
that.
giant fat bunny in it.
Hey,
You can fly around. It's good stuff.
Thank God for that.
So I was going to talk about the flashbacks for a bit. I thought it was
Yeah.
great how
All right,
like
let's hear the flashbacks.
how like the
Yeah.
first half of the movie, I kind of already described half of the movie. But then in the middle, it like cuts and then it kind of reverse tells a story. It's like, you know, he's going to die and it's telling you this like kind of pre-death thing. And then it, like Tokyo Story, like almost strangely, exactly like Tokyo Story, it skips over the death part entirely
Right.
and just hops into the future without any explanation. And then unlike Tokyo Story, kind of tells
Then it retraces all of it.
it's like a reverse Forrest Gump almost, where like you're getting this like backstory, and then you're in the present, and then you get future story. But once you get to kind of the present of the movie after he's dead, because the narrator's like he's been dead for 20 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So even like the narrator's living past when this movie ends, which is kind of strange thinking about it. But
Sure. Yeah.
yeah, but once you jump ahead, like after he dies, they start telling flashbacks, and I loved all of that. I mean, I liked it at face value, but just because of like that last part where I got used to watching the flashbacks, and every time they'd start telling a story, it'd hop to a flashback and cut back.
Right.
It got in like a rhythm, and then there was like the last story they told where the police officer came and he brought
Right.
the hat.
Brought the hat.
And like
Yeah.
I sat there and I was like, show me the fucking flashback. Like I want the flashback so bad. And they did it on
Wow.
purpose. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I felt that. And then I watched the commentaries, like he gets you in this rhythm of the flashbacks and then he holds onto it for a long period of time. He gets you to want it. And then he
You don't
finally
say.
shows it
And
to
then
you.
he shows it to you. Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought, what did you guys think about that scene when he's sitting on the swing in the snow?
I thought it was
Sad.
the flashbacks again were disappointing to me because I knew that happened and I didn't need that. I actually was more taken with hearing them discuss it in their uncomfortable way. So to me, the flashbacks were sort of like taking me out of that part of it, which I was really thought was incredibly well done. It's like, yeah, I know what's going to happen here. I know what I'm going to see even in the flashbacks. I don't even need to see it. They've already described it and now I'm seeing it. I don't
Not
care.
really. There are times where they don't tell you.
Pretty
like
much so.
like the
Well-
mafia thing. You don't know what's going to happen there.
No, you don't know, but
But
you
Scarface?
can kind of put it
Yeah.
together because they're like, yeah, you know, like those red light district boys were there. It's like, oh yeah, okay, so they're going to threaten him. or it's like, oh, he was there overseeing.
But he's telling the
stuff.
story to the people, and you get lost in the people's perspective that are around listening. Like they are into the story too. Like they're learning these things about him. I don't know.
So you're I'm just saying the way I think that.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I could, because I love the theme of this movie, and I think it's something that everybody should see and think about, just this kind of theme, because it's pretty common, right? And if not everybody, just about, where, if you've got a 9-to-5 type job and you're sort of wondering about what you're doing with your life, that's quite a few people. And the idea how you might just identify yourself as your job and that you're showing up every day and doing what you're supposed to do, well, that as if that is living a life. And to me, that's a really, I think what it makes you, the way it makes you think about work and things like that is really important, and I appreciate that very much. And to me, then I think the most interesting part is not him at this point, because he's gone through this crisis and he's already changed himself. But how the people respond to it is what I think is the most fascinating, and was the most interesting thing about the movie, and the most well done, I thought. How the different government officials respond to it, and then how all the lower government officials respond to it and resolve to do better and be like him. But then, of course, the moment that there is a chance to stand up, they don't. They back down, right?
Yeah.
And you see that. And I thought that was that kind of ensemble stuff is amazing. Like that room full of people sharing stories, talking and stuff like that. To me, that was like amazing. And so the flashbacks are a letdown to me, just because it's more like that's a traditional kind of movie kind of thing, seeing the guy do the thing that
Not
they
traditional
talked about.
storytelling at this time, though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that it was more like that. That was more like stuff I was expecting when I was just really, really thought that those dinner scenes were the best parts of the film to me, because it's that, this particular guy went through something extraordinary and responded, and that is really cool too. But it's all these other people that don't go through that extraordinary event and how they react to that. To me, that was really interesting. So I appreciate the movie very much for that, just for those scenes alone, even if nothing else had happened in this movie, which is why I really like this movie.
Sorry. Even if nothing else happened. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Those scenes were the best, but could you have tolerated an hour and 20 minutes of them just sitting in a room without any cuts out of the room?
No. It led up to this, and
Nope.
and that's fine. I just think when I went to the flashbacks, like, no, I want to have them go back. I want to hear these guys talk more. That was more what I was looking forward to at that point. And so, but it's really good. I mean, again, I like the ideas here, and I just think it was, it was tough for me to watch. And yeah, but that may be a good thing. You're supposed to, I don't know, you don't like if I use the word squirm, that it's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable, and
An even broader term. Very nice.
Yes.
I think he's just saying that you got to use it particularly.
Yeah.
It can't all be squirm.
Yeah. I find a word, I use it a lot. That's what I do.
Yeah,
fun.
word of the week, squirm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of criticizing you for using it. I'm not sure you've used the word squirm to describe your emotions towards a movie before. And we're, 125 in, but still, don't use it 3 times in a row, John.
Maybe he's just trying to, do the boring thing that the movie did, and keep using the same thing over and over again.
I'm trying to get that point across, right?
That's true.
Right. Sometimes you have to make the point 3 different ways at 3
and then
different
actually
times,
continue doing
in the
it.
same way.
Actually, if you could beat your head against the wall for me and let me know when you're almost out of breath, that would be great. I like the fact that you like this movie, Denny. It makes me hate it even more.
Damn it.
Nice.
Represents what TC thinks of me. You're like, if Denny's the only one who likes it.
Spiteful. I'm like, how the fuck can he like this movie? But I'm also just a hater, so I hate everything. So it's probably nothing you can show me.
No, that is not true. You cannot say that anymore. You have liked things
I have liked things.
You like Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
True.
Very much,
That's
right?
true. That was a good one.
Yeah. See? There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about what do you think about the drunk people in this movie? How was the drunk portrayed?
It's okay.
Bit over the top, I would
a little
say.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're drinking higher alcohol content shit than we do.
Sake?
Yeah.
Yeah. What sake's like got what the same alcohol
It's like
content
11,
as
11 or
maybe
12?
wine.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
wine
it's like
is like
wine,
11,
yeah.
12.
But you fucking certainly pour it down your throat faster than wine.
Yeah, dude, they're drinking it so fast.
Oh my God, I know. That's one thing I did notice. I'm like, these guys are housing the sake
Yeah.
right now.
They were hammered.
Yeah.
Everyone knows, just like, these guys are hammered. They're just like crawling around this room. One of the guys is like, trying to talk, and they're all listening to him. Like, don't listen to that guy. He's fucked up.
Hey, shut him up.
Yeah. There should be a pile in the corner where you throw the drunk people. They just lay there. That's fine. Everyone else can keep talking. That
No,
guy,
we should probably do a 15-second close-up. Hold on. Let's get that in there.
get the drool
Yeah.
coming out of the side of his mouth. You want that?
And hang. Nope. Don't cut. Nope. No. Let it go.
No.
Nope. Don't cut yet. Ah, okay. Cut.
Ah.
Okay, cool.
TC, do you universally hate long shots?
I universally hate long shots when there's too many of them and there's no reason for them. Yes.
Never mind.
I don't know what else to tell you. I did not like it.
Yeah.
I think there's a certain amount of time that I'm used to seeing close-ups too, and I think it's just ingrained in my head. So I have a hard time getting out of it. And I'm I walk faster than everybody. My mind's always going too fast. I can't sit still. It's like this is just not my type of speed, I guess, is
Yeah.
also the problem.
That's fair.
It's like a personal issue more than less than the movie.
Let's see. All right, so I have a lot of notes, but I'm going to skip over them.
Well, have we not touched on any the wondrous things of the film in terms of what we've touched on so far? What have we missed?
So I think that a couple of the things that really hit me towards the end were when all of the bureaucrats were talking about how if they had received the same diagnosis, they would have done the same thing, kind of trying to immediately remove the importance of his actions from him.
Right.
Which like
so
pissed
it
me off.
brought him down a little bit.
Yeah. And that really pissed me off. But then
Even
there were a
though
couple
none
people,
of them would go against the mayor. Right. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bullshit on
there
that.
were a couple people that were like, no, you guys think you would have done that? You're stupid. There's no freaking way you would have done that.
Right.
Which kind of made me happy. But then, and just like all those characters made sense and how they all just got drunk and they're like, we're going to do something about it. I mean, how many times have I been like, dude, I'm going to change him. I'm going to quit my job. How many times like in Boston where I was just like, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to do something I want to do. And then I get the next day, I'm like, I need money. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's fine. So that really hit me pretty, like that seemed very relevant. Another thing was like the kid when he was talking about, he's like, he was being an asshole to his father. And then he's like, only if he told me that he was dying. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're all dying. Like, you don't need the excuse to, that sounds dark, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like we have a short period of time and we all seem very okay with just like living our lives and being content and never thinking that like, what was there one line? It was like, everyone thinks everyone else is going to die, but they don't think they're going to die. Like you never actually think you're going to die. Like everyone else has to deal with that. Death is a thing for everybody else. You never have to think of it yourself. So I just thought that was like really
poignant.
Yeah. Good word. Just something that like, got me thinking a lot. It's just like what you're doing every day should be something that you enjoy. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point? And that message is the same in Tokyo Story.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always the people that are like creating the fucking movies, writing the songs, and then there's the rest of us. We got to go to work. I don't know. Because I'm with you, Denny. Like, it makes you think about all those things, but like, that's not like it's such a sliver of people that get to do what they like to do every day. It's like an unreasonable thing to think everybody could just do what they want.
No, because that's not the point of the movie. Because like his underling who quits her job because she doesn't like it, but she finds an even harder job. It's a much harder job, but she enjoys it because she like gets joy out of it. Like she makes bunnies for babies, you know?
So she says.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just don't buy into it. I think that there's an average that I fall into the umbrella of average. I got to go to work. I'm not going to fucking sit there and be like, I got to do what I like. It's not a thing. That doesn't exist. It's not how you're going to pay your bills. It's not how you're going to provide for your family. It's just like an ideal that all the creatives have when they're doing the fucking thing. I'm going to make a movie and I don't know, man.
No, I don't know.
I have like too many of my dreams have failed and I'm not doing it anymore.
No, I agree with that too. But I mean, and I've never actually fully put myself into it. So I mean, I can't really complain about that
because it's not sustainable.
It's not about taking the thing you want to do the most and doing it. It's about finding passion in what you do because that's your life. It's like you spend 8 hours a day. Like you shouldn't necessarily like work for the weekend. You know what I mean? Or like turn your brain off during your job or become a robot to pass time to things you actually want to do.
Right.
You should become passionate in what you're doing all of the time because you're alive and this is it. Fucking hurry up. You know, I don't know.
I mean, I hear you, but I just don't. Yeah, I don't buy into it because it's not how the world works.
It's not, and that's the point of the movie
it's how a very select few get to enjoy the world.
Yeah,
and the
that's
rest
what
of us
happens
have
at
to
the end
go
of
to
the
work.
movie. Like they all have an epiphany. They're like, yes, this is what we need to do. And then they all fall back into
and then you
the same
still have
shit.
to go to work because
Yeah.
the reality is you're not doing what you want to do no matter what most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's why people love to have families, right? Because then they're passionate about their family and they can just ignore the fact they're not doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
And it's a nice little thing to have because now you're invested in your family. You don't have to think about it.
It's all about learning to love what you're doing, learning to love your family, learning
Right.
like,
And finding out that there's, you don't really have a choice in it. It's
Right.
just, yeah, right. But
Yeah.
I don't see how, like the way that we're describing it is that everyone has a choice. And I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing that everybody in the creative arts always talks about because they're making the art and they're doing what they want to do. And for the rest of us that have to go to work every day and punch a fucking card, it's just not realistic to think that you can just do what you want to do. It's because that breeds so much fucking entitlement too, because it's I should be able to do this because I'm doing what I want to do.
No, I think
And-
TC. So we're talking about two different things here because I don't think I'm not talking about an entitled thing where like you deserve better than what you're getting. I'm talking about like an internal mental thing where even if you're living the shittiest life ever, there's a point where you can just be like, I'm alive, and like I should appreciate being alive, even if like I have to work 16-hour days of like carrying bricks on my back or something. Like you can still think that you can appreciate
in
it.
this movie. I mean, his appreciation of being alive was to do something different, was to stand up and to change things and make some kind of difference. That wasn't like him changing his mindset. That was him.
It was because he didn't
doing
change his
something
job
differently.
He was talking about that was the whole point of his conversation with the
He did
girl.
his job differently, though. I mean, he started to get things. He got something done. That was the point. Like he did change how he did his job. He no longer like sat there and didn't make a difference and just showed up to work. He did something differently
by doing his job well and like taking pride in it.
Sure, but it
well,
wasn't
but
just
also
some
by
kind of-
like not that like he's about to die, so he doesn't give a shit anymore. So he can go on the ledge and
Right,
say,
he
"Fuck
can-
it, I'm going." But that's not
Right.
a realistic viewpoint of what everyone else has to deal with.
Because
Yeah.
he couldn't have sustained that. Arguably, I mean, it would have been too difficult for him to deal with the consequences if he still had to keep his job there. In terms of like rubbing everybody the wrong way, he could pull off this one thing. Arguably, you don't know what would happen if that, like let's say, oh yeah, it was an ulcer, which would have been an interesting twist to the film.
I had a note saying I
and
thought the
then-
guy in the waiting room might have been a
What
hallucination.
was wrong with the guy in the waiting room? By the way, that guy was a prick.
He just
That
he
guy
just
was
hangs
such a
out there
prick.
to make
Yeah.
other people just miserable and terrified.
So yeah, you're just hanging out. You're talking to the guy next to you, like, "Hey, I think you're dying. I think you're dying."
They're going to
Plot
tell you you're
device.
fine. You're definitely going to die though.
Yeah. But you're gonna have an ulcer. You've been burping, right? Oh, you've definitely been burping.
Yeah,
I can
know.
smell you from
Smell
across this
I
couch
can
here.
smell it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Denny, I would love to think that was a hallucination because I can't imagine any asshole being like that in the
I know,
ER.
dude. I wrote
And-
like this guy in the waiting room is the worst. Like in real life, if
Yeah.
that guy was there, that would be the fucking worst.
Oh, he would have a broken nose while he waits for
Yeah.
his broken hand. Are you kidding me? I'd be fucking nailing that guy. I'd punch him right in the nose. Fuck
What are
you.
you in for? Life-threatening injuries? Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. All right, let me tell you how
Yeah.
scary this shit is.
Oh man, what a bunk situation that was.
I'm surprised he didn't die from the liquor. That's another thing where I thought he might not die
Oh,
because it was like
Yeah.
20 years later he's going to die, right? It said that 20 years in the beginning.
Oh, I thought it said like even though it's been 20 years since he's been dead or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that. I
it was
didn't quite
20 years
catch it.
something. Yeah, but it was like it wasn't guaranteed he's going to die within the year that the guy in the waiting room said he was going to die in.
well, right.
So I thought maybe that he might die from something else, from getting in a fight, from pissing too many people off, thinking he's going to die, and he gets stabbed instead.
That'd been more realistic.
Let me see here. You guys give me a minute. So I got to go through my notes. I got a ton of notes.
You logging all these digitally or what? Do that.
Login?
Denny's notes. That's what we'll have
Oh,
on our
no.
website.
No one else could read these things.
You can't even read them.
No, sometimes they're very hard to read.
Are you like watching in the screen while you're writing?
Yeah,
Or are you like,
I am.
Oh, okay. So you like, sometimes it'll just look all fucked up.
Oh, yeah. It looks terrible.
Okay. I gotcha.
And during
Damn,
slow
that's a
parts, I
pretty
look at
good
my
skill.
notes and like the last four things I put, I'm like, God damn it, I can't read any of that. What the fuck is this?
Because I was wondering, because like when I've ever tried to take notes, and the reason why I don't is because when I stop I stop looking at the screen and I'll just start writing. And it's like I have to look at what I'm writing. I can't just like ignore the paper. I guess.
Apparently, you're supposed to get like better at it as you practice, but I've been doing this for like 3 years at this point almost, and I haven't gotten very much better at it. So
okay. Well, you're doing it digitally too, though, right? So it's
Yeah.
even more harder, I think.
it's a little easier because there's less friction.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I have a lot of trivia on Kurosawa and like all the innovations he made through like camera work in his career.
Uh-huh.
There's a documentary that comes on this that shows a lot of footage and like what they did. Like a lot of people, there was in Rashomon, which we'll see kind of soon, I think. There's a scene where they're running through the jungle, and it's one of the first shots where people are running through a jungle and all the trees are whizzing past, but the camera's like focused on a person's face as they're running. And everyone thought it was a dolly shot, but it wasn't. It was like a long focused lens panning slowly, but focusing on one person, which kind of gives the same effect. So like that was a tactic he used. I can get into the stuff. You guys want to go into trivia now? What do you think?
Yeah.
If you were to guess whether or not Kurosawa was at like the beginning of his career, the middle, the height, the downfall, whatever, for this movie, what would you guess? Just from the feeling of the movie and the way it was made. Beginning. John?
I don't know. I would more guess middle just because I have more of a sense. I know in the 80s he was towards the end.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
This is the height of
hard
his
to
career.
say. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
The height. He used
Wow.
the most power he ever had in his career to make this movie.
What?
Rashomon was right before this, and that movie like launched him into international fame. And this movie did pretty well. And right after this movie, he did Seven Samurai, which is like the pinnacle of his career in terms of like the combination of success and critical acclaim. But
Wow.
this movie is considered his best movie by like a lot of people, including himself. Whatever that's worth. Partially about failures of post-Wow Gaspier democratic governments, guys.
Wow. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Partially about failures of post-war Japanese democratic governments. Did you guys get any of that subtext in there?
No.
No.
Well, just the bureaucracy. I think just that, you got very clear, you got a sense of nothing getting done there. Man, the piles of papers were impressive, I thought.
So like in history, there was a allied censorship board for movies that they wouldn't allow any release in Japanese movies to be like in any way negative against the United States or any of its effects on Japan. And they broke up a month before the start of production of this movie. So I don't know if you guys like picked up on it, but like, and I didn't really pick up on it either because I was too focused on like the human story part of it. But there's a lot of things in this movie that kind of focus on how like you said, the bureaucracy of what should I call them the allied countries or should I call it the United States? Like, I don't know. I don't know enough about history to know who exactly was responsible for changing the government of Japan. John, do you know by chance?
No, I imagine it was
we
just
know
the
nothing
Allies,
about movies.
but yeah.
Or history.
About history.
Or movies,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. I don't know much about much, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie couldn't have been made when they were around. The white fades were Kurosawa's favorite. I don't know if you guys know about that, but the white fades.
White fades.
Yeah, you know white fades where it wipes?
Wipe. Okay.
Oh, white.
White.
I thought you were saying white fades. Yep.
White
Wipe.
fades.
Wipe.
Yeah, from Star Wars.
Yes.
George Lucas took it from Kurosawa. Specifically Seven
Right.
Samurai, but this was before that. And there was a shit ton of white fades in this movie.
Interesting.
Yeah. Did you guys find it unbelievable that the doctor wouldn't tell the cancer patient that he had cancer?
Yeah, I did.
That was a bit hard to. Yeah.
I agree with you
Especially
both.
when they're saying, "Look, just tell me.
I
Come
don't
on."
understand what the deal is there.
They thought up until the 1980s, it was contested within doctors in Japan that knowing about your cancer would make the cancer worse.
Ah, interesting.
So they really didn't tell you about the cancer.
That's miserable.
Yeah. And the thing is, back in 52, when this movie came out, some people knew that it was a fucking joke.
Huh.
So even then, people knew it was a joke and they still did it. The doctors still did it. So
Wow. That's fucked up.
it is fucked up. Can't imagine, man. Another interesting thing from the commentary was that, like, you know how in the westernized culture, like, we all think about our heart as like the center of our emotion, and like heart attacks are the biggest killer of people in the United States in the Western culture. In the Eastern culture, the stomach is considered the center of all feelings, and it is the number one killer of all people.
Really?
Mostly
Damn.
because of fallout from World War II.
Wow.
Oh,
Apparently,
really? Oh.
Someone will bitch.
and I'm taking this at face value from the person who did the commentary in this movie, But for like 10 to 15 years after the bombs dropped, people were getting cancer like crazy because like all the food and all the water were contaminated from the bombs. So stomach cancer was like the biggest killer and continues to be the biggest killer of
Damn.
Japanese people. So like the fact that he had stomach cancer resonates a lot with like that culture and the bombs and like World War II and their entire culture post-war. So that's like, you know,
Damn.
some heavy subtext there.
Yeah, for sure.
5 of the 7 samurai are in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We might recognize them or we might not. I don't know.
True.
Fair.
It was one of the better commentary tracks I've ever seen. If you guys...
Maybe that's why you liked the movie so much.
No, I was like, dude, I was emotional.
Or maybe maybe it was like it solidified it for you a little bit. I'm almost
For
wondering
sure.
if I should have watched them, you know?
Yeah.
Get a different perspective.
It would help, I think.
You have a more whole perspective than I do, for sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
I just gave up.
But I
was
mean,
like,
you might go
done.
from like absolutely hating the movie to be like, I still
No, this
don't
is
like it,
pretty
but
good.
okay, fine.
Right.
Still not
right,
a
right,
big improvement, you know?
Right.
The stripper in the strip club scene was a real stripper.
Hey.
All right.
Strip clubs
there
were
you
not
go.
allowed in pre-war Japan. The Allies brought the strippers in. The first strip
Uh-huh.
club ever. I mean, I'm sure there were a lot of strippers during the war and stuff like prostitutes and things like that. But the first like legit strip club that was built and like allowed was right next to the biggest like Allied base in Japan.
Right.
So huge
Wow.
influence there. Nothing to do with the movie, but in Japan, like he just mentioned this, in Japan, the population went from 2.5 million in 1945 to 5 million in 1950.
Damn.
Doubled in 5 years,
Doubled in
right
5
after
years.
the war.
Holy shit.
And some of them, like the reason that was relevant to the movie is because when I was watching it, when like the daughter or the daughter-in-law and the son living in the father's house, I was like, these kids are bitching about the fucking house. Move out of the goddamn house.
Oh, those assholes, man.
Yeah, but they couldn't because there was no housing. Housing was super short in those times because everything was exploding in terms of population.
That's funny you mentioned that, though, because I was like, these fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, those
like,
people sucked.
Yeah, like, goddamn, dude, waiting for your parents to die for their money. What's the matter with you? Go make some.
It
lazy
was
butt.
almost a little too evil to believe.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Did you think that the actress was good? His Toyo or whatever
The young one?
the young one, yeah.
Yeah, she was okay.
He was okay.
She's all right, dude. She at least like had really a good way of expressing emotion in her face.
Yeah, I know. I thought she
Yeah.
did her job well in terms of being sort of the girlish, and I like that his relationship with her was about being attracted to her, not sexually or anything, but more just like her enjoyment of life. And how he was trying to use, even though he was like basically almost pretty aggressive trying to explain that to her and freaking her out.
Right.
But just trying to explain that was, he's trying to understand there. Or at the very least, he just wanted to be around somebody who was enjoying life because he certainly wasn't.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I thought she did a fine job of conveying that kind of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so let's get to the other this movie Akira Kurosawa documentary. There's a few things. I think I'm just going to say you should watch this if you can, if you still have the disc. It's really good. It shows a bunch of behind the scenes from all of his movies. It shows him drawing the colored storyboards that he creates for every single one of his movies. Well, colored, I'm not sure before he did colored movies, but like storyboards are amazing. We saw a couple of, Johnny, you watched a little bit of the Ron storyboard pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like that, but for every single one of his movies, for every single one of the scenes. He even does like the action storyboards, which is kind of crazy because you would think that maybe a still shot for the slower parts would be
not
more
great.
his style specifically because that's mostly what he does. But he has like, you could see like people doing action shots with swords and things like that. And they would he would like give them to the cinematographer and be like, this is what I want. But he would also ask for feedback from all these people. And he said he would be upset if the film came back exactly like the storyboards presented it, because that means that nothing creative happened, like between him drawing it and the movie being made. So he wanted that from his actors and lighting designers and the people running the camera and the cinematographer and the screenplay writers and like everybody. He wanted people to help him make the movie, sort of thing. But it always was like run through him. He was the final say in everything. And that was part of the reason why he always had like the same crew for his entire career for the most part. It was like 80% every movie, same people behind the camera. And even
That's
in front of
awesome.
the camera, mostly the same actors. 5 of
That's
the
pretty
7
cool.
samurai. Yeah.
Right.
He would shoot sometimes some scenes with 8 cameras at a time,
Damn.
which is like
That's unheard
I
of.
can't even believe back then when film was expensive. 8
That
cameras.
someone would pay for that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Holy shit, man.
Like looking at behind the scenes shots sometimes, I figured the way the rain looks in these movies that they had to just wait for the rain. They have like rain machines. They have people on cranes with hoses.
Wow.
20 people in 20 cranes with 20 hoses squirting water over sets.
God.
So
Damn.
it's cheaper to have
Holy
8
cow.
cameras running film, shooting at all angles to make sure you got something usable, than to do that, I don't know, 8 times or whatever.
10 times,
Yeah.
right.
They would build houses. They had the set designer was also an architect. He would like build buildings. Like they built towns
Holy
for movies
shit,
and shit
man.
like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like they were doing that. We saw that in the film we watched last week.
Ron, they built
Ron,
castles
yeah,
on the side of fucking mountains.
pretty amazing. Yeah,
And I thought that was special. I was like, wow, they built a castle on the side of a mountain. That's pretty crazy. But no, they built entire towns. They built buildings. They would shoot the outside, like not even just like partial sets. They'd build beautiful outsides of buildings and then beautiful insides of buildings. So you could film like everywhere within it. And they would build it so you could like fit a camera in certain spots to shoot certain parts of the house in a way where you wouldn't have to be like blocked off by a corner of a wall, that sort of thing.
What do they
Yeah.
do when it's over, though?
I don't know. Burn it to the ground? I don't fucking know.
That seems such a, like, so wasteful just for a movie.
Kind of.
I don't know.
But it's wood. It's not like plastic or anything. It's all wood.
Pretty cool, though. I mean, that's pretty good
They
info.
didn't touch on that. Yeah, that's
Makes
a good
you
point.
respect them a little bit more. At least
Yep.
for me, because I hate them. So,
I hate him.
guts. Hate his guts. Never thought about it. Just don't like him. You know? Yeah, why? I don't know. Just don't like him. I got a feeling. Do you know anything about him? No, not at all.
No,
I got
not
nothing.
close.
No, not a clue. Yeah, just being a prick to be a prick. Okay, cool.
A couple other things I talked about that he like created pretty much. Lightning, before he did it in colored movies, only done in black and white movies. And the way he did it was that he had giant spotlights with painted lenses explode. Like they would run enough amperage through the light bulb to explode the light bulb and create a
oh
flash.
my god,
Wow.
So it was like one time only. So they'd have all these spotlights ringed around on like scaffolding around like a house set with rain pouring down on it. And then they would just be
Shit.
bursting bulbs as these people would be doing like some intimate like bedroom arguing or something like that.
that's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. He would do things like he would use that painted spotlight technique for lighting scenes where he would want, a certain, this is before like film editing, you know what I mean? Like where he just
Mhm.
throw orange on a scene to make it look like traffic or Oh Brother Where Art Thou or whatever. Like he would just
Right.
actually bathe the scene in orange with orange light from paint, just like simply painting over things. He would have people sweeping dust off camera, like tens of people sweeping with actual just like shitty brooms, dust up into the air. So like behind the shot, you'd have like a dust cloud floating behind the characters to make something interesting going on like that.
Mm.
They had scuba divers go in. There was this one movie where there was like a waterfall where they had scuba divers go underneath the waterfall and plant a bunch of like underwater lights to slowly like make it brighter when like it was like a fantasy movie where like a nymph came out or something like that, like some kind of fairy came out of the waterfall. I don't know, man. I kind of want to
cool.
watch all of his movies just to see like all the crazy shit that he did.
Yeah.
Right.
People said it was like being at film school every single one of his movies because he didn't know what he was doing, but he knew what he wanted.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. That's it, guys.
dropping the mic.
Dropping the
I
mic.
haven't had one of these for a while. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you didn't like it as much as I did. And I'm sorry
Well, John
I just
liked
talked
it.
for a while.
I just
yeah.
hated it.
I'm just sorry you're so sorry and angry.
Hey, that's just me
Yeah.
now, John. That's just me. It's the new Denny. Don't worry about it.
It's a new. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I don't like
The
it.
new Denny.
I want the old Denny.
Well, you might see him sometime.
Someday.
Okay, I hope so. I miss him.
Yeah.
Come back, Denny.
He's nicer.
Come back, Den.
Den. Denny Den. Hey, Bob.
Yeah. I'm not even asked TC. John, would you put on the top 250?
I think I would
Why is that?
because you like it so much.
Oh, he's
I
scared.
wanna be
He's so scared.
There you go, Denny.
He's scared.
You got a little
Baby.
puppy dog now. Don't you go against me, John. Don't
Would you
go
really?
against me, John.
Come on, John. Give me a
I'm
real answer,
sorry.
John.
I've been like smacked over the head with facts and trivia for the last hour.
You know what
I'm
you're going to start doing next is,
Are you not used to that yet?
Oh, wait. Is that the song? Right. Fuck this movie. Just gonna get my hate in before the end.
Last dig there.
Well, last dig.
No, I honestly, I like its themes. There are some parts that were really moving to me, so I'd put it on there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would. Next week, I don't know whether or not, John, have you watched this movie before?
No.
You haven't? Cool. TC, this movie is called My Neighbor Totoro. It was made in 1988, directed by Hayao Miyazaki. The synopsis is when two girls move to the country to be near their ailing mother, they have adventures with the wondrous forest spirits who live nearby.
Cool. It's probably gonna be great, right?
Oh yeah.
You've liked Ghibli movies. I really hope you like this one, TC.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like Ghibli movies. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like things.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, that'll be good. Watch that.
That'll be good. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. And I don't know. John, do it. Do it, John. Come on.
Subscribe, rate.
Great.
You can see us on Twitter, iTunes, however you get your Android podcast.
Timmy?
Fuck you, Denny.
Damn it. That's all he has to say.
Fuck it, I don't care anymore. Ghibli, let's go.